The subcompact category of cars has really had a revitalization over the last year or so. Ford kicked it all off with an all-new Fiesta, then came the Mazda 2 based on the same platform as the Fiesta. Then the Accent came along, the best-selling subcompact in the country. We've also seen a new Chevy Sonic arrive, a new Yaris from Toyota, and not to miss out on the party, shared on the same platform as the Hyundai Accent is the sister car, the Kia Rio. It used to be called the Kia Rio 5. You get the four-door with the hatch, but now they call it the Kia Rio 5-door. There will be a four-door sedan coming next year as a 2013 model. Well, how does the Rio differ from the Accent? They both have the same wheelbase, they're based on the same platform, have the same engine and transmissions, but the way that Kia has gone around designing this car really fits in with the rest of their approach. You've seen it with the Sportage and the Optima, much more sporty looking vehicles. You have Peter Schreier, the head designer for Kia, used to be the head of Volkswagen and Audi, and you can see that European influence with this car. Actually, if you look at this car from a distance, it doesn't look too dissimilar to the Ford Fiesta or the Mazda 2. And the Fiesta, by the way, is the second best-selling car in Europe, so there is sort of a European resemblance. Also, along the back of this car, it's very different from the Accent. The Accent has a straighter roof line and a bigger hatch at the back. Now that gives it almost a wagon-like look and a bit more practicality than the Rio. The Rio is about style. It's about attracting a younger buyer that wants to get into this car and look good. Well, speaking about getting inside, I'll show you how this car offers a lot of value for a very competitive price. One thing I want to point out about this particular car, it is the base model. Kia didn't give us a fully loaded, trimmed out version, and this is more realistic about what people are actually going to buy out there. Now, Accent is sold from Hyundai for a couple of $1,000s less than this vehicle, but Kia decided they're going to offer more standard equipment and charge a slight premium for the car because the reality is a lot of people don't buy the base model. They get a couple of trim levels up, so Kia thought, let's just go that route. Instead of having, cars on the lot that nobody will buy, we'll give them the car that they want right out of the gate. Starts at $15,595, and for your money, you get a lot inside the Rio. For example, you get steering wheel controls for the radio, you get Bluetooth connectivity, you get volume, you get cruise control, you get a trip computer. In addition to that, you get satellite radio. Down here, you get a USB or an iPod jack. The biggest selling feature in my books, heated seats. You get heated seats as standard equipment, and the seats are comfortable. Now, the steering wheel tilts, but it doesn't telescope, which is a bit frustrating. Now, compared to a car like the Fiesta, similarly equipped is about $1,000 more, but with the Fiesta you get something that you don't get in the Kia, and that's a soft touch dash. This vehicle has hard plastic all across the dash. It has a slightly softer armrest in the center, but it doesn't on the driver's side. So when you're driving along in stop and go traffic for a long period of time, you've got your elbow on the door, and after a while, I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's true, it starts to get a little bit uncomfortable. But on the whole, even though it doesn't have the soft touch materials, very nicely designed in here, simple, clean execution. You get a lot of value for $15,595. In reality, I really don't know what else you would want, maybe instead of the wheel covers, alloy wheels, but this is a very nicely equipped car. Kia Rio comes with the same engine as the Accent from Hyundai, which is also used in the Veloster from Hyundai. It's a 1.6 liter engine, but it has direct injection technology, gasoline direct injection. Now, 5 years ago, direct injection technology was really exclusively used in high-end cars like Porsches and Audis. And to get it in a subcompact car like this is spectacular. What it offers is much better response and fuel economy. This car has 138 horsepower, that's class leading. The Fiesta is about 120 horsepower, so this wins on horsepower. The Fiesta doesn't feel that much slower than this car, but what it does have is a 5-speed manual transmission, where with this car, the Rio, you get a 6-speed manual transmission. You also get the availability of a 6-speed automatic. With this car, you get excellent mileage. On the highway, it's capable of getting 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers. Because it's a small car, you can throw it in and out of traffic, you can park it anywhere, and that really is an attractive point with a subcompact car, a runabout in the city that makes your life easy. This car is actually one of the bigger in the subcompact class. It's almost compact car dimensions, similar size to cars like the Corolla and the Civic. So you get a lot of car for your money, a bigger car for your money, a powerful car, and that's why the Koreans continue to sell more and more cars every year. Now, Kia and Hyundai have a distinct advantage. It's called the currency advantage. Because they manufacture their cars in Korea and they're bringing them into North America, they can offer a lot more content in their cars for the same or less than many of the other manufacturers. And that's what they've been doing. They've been loading up their cars with content, selling them for less, and offering an excellent warranty. This car comes with a 100,000 kilometer warranty. That's excellent. That really satisfies a lot of people's anxiety of maybe buying a Kia product. The thing about this car is it does everything well. It's got direct injection technology, sort of unheard of in this class of car. It's got a 6-speed manual or automatic transmission, very nicely equipped. As I said, the base model even comes with things like heated seats, iPod jack, Bluetooth, all the stuff you basically need. The only thing this car could use is maybe some more soft touch materials on the dash. Ford spent more on their interior than Kia did on this car, and the reality is that's where you spend all the time, touching and feeling all of the inside pieces of the car. So if Kia could improve that, they'd have a home run. But as it stands, a lot of people will not even notice the harder plastics on the interior. Take a Rio home and be very happy.